Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a hot minute, it has for sure, but I am here today with another video for y'all. What I did was the tried and true art style challenge. Specifically, I picked styles from animes that I'm really into. So, without further ado, let's get right on with it. The first style I picked was Gachiakuta, and sorry, if you say Gachiakuta, Bro, please change that shit, because you're saying it wrong, and it pisses me off. This style is so pretty. The manga has been out for a while, but the anime is pretty new. When I first started seeing edits of this anime, I was like, dude, I gotta watch this. So I did, obviously, and it's so flipping good, dude. The art style is amazing, the characters are amazing, the story is amazing, the power system, so freaking cool, so unique. If you haven't watched it, please do. For these drawings, I decided to use my YouTube Sona. So obviously this is not really what I look like in real life, but it's what my Sona looks like. So that's the one I'm gonna be drawing for all of these styles. Now, when it came to trying to nail the design, I looked mostly at Amo to get like the face structure and stuff like that. When it came to colors, I took inspiration from a lot of different characters. I specifically used colors from August and Tamsu when it comes to the hair, and that one girl, she's right there. I just forgot her name. She's so cute. And honestly, I've been like recreating styles for years. Like I first started doing this in like 2019, where I was like, oh my god, I want to draw myself in different styles and see what I look like, you know, stuff like that. So I have had my fair and share of practice. So while this was a little on the harder side because I'm not used to the way they render, I did actually enjoy myself so very much. Every single part of this was just so enjoyable. And I'm pretty confident I nailed the style. I think it looks really good. And for my clothes, I decided to go for a black, white, yellow, and like teal-ish blue because I really like those colors. Specifically yellow. That's my favorite color. When it came to the background, it was pretty easy. I just took inspiration from the manga covers. And yeah, that's the first style, Gachiakuta. The next style is My Hero Academia, and I've been a fan for almost as long as I can remember. I started watching it in like 2019, and I was obsessed. I can't lie. Now that I look back on it, I haven't rewatched the first seasons since then, pretty much. So I can't say I remember much, but you know, these later seasons are definitely better. Whenever I want to like recommend My Hero to somebody, I'm like, the first seasons are kind of, you know, they're alright, but it gets so much better. Like the last seasons, holy shit, I was on the edge of my seat. Anyways, for the style was pretty easy to replicate because it's actually a style that I've replicated a lot of times before. I did struggle a little bit with the rendering when it came to like the rendering for the skin. That was a little bit difficult, but you know what? I managed. I just kept looking back and forth on the official art, and I went back, and you know what? It looks great to me. I think I nailed the face. It looks like exactly like this style, if I may say so myself. When it came to the hair, I looked at Himiko Toge and Bakugo for like the colors, and I think it looks pretty good. The clothes are a little bit Frankenstein-ish because they're short-sleeved, but they still have that like green part, which I don't remember being a thing. I'm pretty sure the short-sleeved like button-ups or the shirts were just plain white, but you know what? It's alright. The skirt is a little bit different from what they look like too, but honestly, I don't really mind because it looks like the style, and I am super happy with it. Everything from the like eyes and nose and mouth, like the whole face just looks incredible. It looks like the style. So I'm pretty happy with that. And the ear looks good too. It's such a random like piece, but like, yeah, the ear looks good. I did struggle a little bit with the sketch, if you didn't see that. Like, I wasn't really sure what I wanted for the face, but you know, I ended up with this and it looks cute. I look like a tsundere, and you know what? For the win, I guess. When it came to the background, I wasn't sure what to do, but I associate My Hero with the color yellow because I don't know, a lot of the manga covers and a lot of prints that I've seen have had yellow backgrounds, so I just went for a yellow background and I put the logo on there, just like with the Gachiakuta. And here's the style. I think it looks pretty good. Next up, we have the best anime in the world, Attack on Titan. And this is also a style that I've done many times before because I love it so much that I want to draw myself in the universe constantly. So this was not really difficult at all. I had, though, previously only really drawn myself in the anime style, which is slightly different because Wit just like changed a little bit. What Mappa did for season 4 is definitely closer to the manga, like the original style, which I can appreciate because I don't know, I like both of them. I like both the styles. Wit's style is a little bit more iconic to me, and this was really fun to do. All of the like little strands of hair, just loved it, and the lines and the eyes, and like it looks so good. I looked at Eren and Armin for, you know, making the face and stuff. I used Historia for like the hair, even though my YouTube Sona has more like a platinum blonde. I don't have white hair, but it looks kind of white, you know. Regardless, it looks really good in this style. Rendering was so fun. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was a little bit scared because I really wanted to make this look good because, you know, my favorite anime. Obviously, I want it to look good, but it went so well. Shading the cape was probably my favorite part. I don't know, I really enjoyed it, and I also really liked adding the light on top afterwards. Also, I love it when people say, like, don't shade with purple. But they low-key shade with purple though, like underneath the chin, and it looks good. It looks good. Who's gonna tell you what you can and can't do? Nobody. So, anyways, I'm really happy with this one, and it looks exactly like the style. Like, not to pat myself on the back or anything, but I'm pretty good. Next up, we have Bleach, and Kubo, you're a god. How do you make all of your characters look so hot? Gosh, dude, they're all fucking hot as fuck, bro. Doing this was so easy. I thought it was gonna be like really hard because, you know, when a series has a specific style, you know, it's super recognizable, you know, it's hard to make it look right, you know. I'm rambling, but so the people I looked at for reference is Toshiro and Yoruichi, like for their faces, and well, Toshiro mostly for his hair, and honestly looks pretty good. I just straight up copied the pose though from Momo because it looked good, it looked simple, so I snatched it and I made it my own. Shading the face was my favorite part when it came to this specific illustration because, I don't know, it was just so therapeutic for some reason, just drawing honestly everything. My hair turned out to be a little bit more white in this drawing, if I'm not mistaken. Currently, I cannot see that on my screen. Bleach is one of those series that I was like, you know, do I watch this or do I not watch this kind of thing? Because it was long. Obviously, with so many episodes, you're like, do I start it? Do I not? Like, but then I did because I was just too interested, and my fiance told me to because it was like, no, it's good, it's good. I am so obsessed. Dude, Bleach is so good. Honestly, this is your sign to watch it. Also, I can see now that my hair is in fact not white. But Bleach is so good. The original series, it can be a bit long. 1,000 Year Blood War, though, so fucking peak. Made this anime come up in my, like, top 3. And, I mean, you just love the characters. The music? Don't get me started with the music. And for some reason, everybody says that it's the worst out of the big 3. Couldn't agree less. Up next, we have Soul Eater. Go watch Soul Eater, guys. For this particular design, I took inspiration from almost all of the characters because they all have similar shape language, obviously. And the style is so unique, I just had to take a crack at it. If you follow my Instagram, you would have noticed that all of these past drawings I've posted on there, and it was a while ago. But this one is actually not up on my Instagram. Why is that, you may ask? It's because I was not too happy with this one, because the goal of this challenge was for me to try and draw as accurately to the original art and like manga art. And this one in particular looks a lot more like the anime art style than the actual manga art style, in my opinion. And that is why, like, it looks good, and you can tell that it's Soul Eater, but you can't tell that it's specifically supposed to be the manga style, which is where I flopped. So, in truth, I kind of failed this challenge when it came to this illustration, but it still looks good. But, you know, I didn't want to post it, that's all. I struggled a lot with this pattern design that they all have on their clothing for some unknown reason. I don't know why it's there, but it's cool as hell. I did what I thought I would do, just random ass shapes and then put texture. Did it work? It works. It's not perfect, it's not awesome, but it does the job. And I feel like that's the most important part. And yes, I have a star on my shoulder. Am I a murderer? No, I'm innocent, guys. Like Black Star, who's one of my favorite characters. A lot of people hate him. Why? Anyways, the clothes, I just put something together and then gave myself like a belt that goes across my waist and across my chest, just for visual design. And yeah, not much to say about it. I kind of look like I'm related to Maka and Soul, like both of them. Maybe I'm their love child. If you're an anime or a manga fan, you know damn well what Toilet Bot Hanako-kun is, and that it has one of the most uniquest art styles ever. Everything from the line art to the shape to the colors. Don't get me started on the colors, bro. They are gorgeous. I'm low-key mad I can't draw like this. I mean, I kinda can, cause, you know, I think my Sona looks pretty good in this art style. And like, I think I managed to capture it pretty okay. The specific details I noticed were like heavier on the line art, for example, make it thicker and whatnot. And I decided to change the color of the line art for the hair. So Toilet Bot Hanako-kun uses a lot of saturated colors, which I kind of do as well, but they shade so very nicely. They do this thing where they put like a line where the shadow and like the skin tone meets. I love that stuff. I kind of want it for my own art style, but it doesn't really fit too much. You know, it's kind of hard to change your own art style. Rendering the hair was so fun because not only do they have like warmer tones as the shadows, but they include multiple colors that wouldn't be there like naturally. So for example, I added orange, red, and teal for my platinum blonde hair because that's what they do. And it's gorgeous. It's stunning. They also never really use black. They use a dark brown, and I love that shit. It looks so good. I've actually never read the manga, but I kind of really want to, only for the art style. I've seen the anime, but it's nothing like in comparison. All of these colors just get lost because, you know, it's hard to animate. I decided to not give myself specific clothing that I did for all of the other styles. I opted for the hoodie that I always draw my Sona in, plus some blue jeans to get some more of that blue color in there. Maybe I should have done clothes that would fit in the universe. Maybe that would have looked better. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it another time. Who knows? The next art style I'm tackling is a classic. It's Black Butler, and this was kind of a struggle actually. Compared to all the other ones, I've never actually tried to imitate the style. It's very painterly, which is something I am very not used to. Not only that, but the line art is very delicate, very thin. I kind of procrastinated when it came to this drawing in particular. I went weeks just looking at it, telling myself I should probably continue this, but I never did. Well, until I did it, you know? Then I just locked in and I was like, come on, I mean, you want this video out, it's way past your own deadline, now you're beating yourself up. Come on, just do it. Kind of the same when it comes to editing this video. I've had these drawings sitting like completely done for months, but you know, you do what you gotta do. The characters I looked for to create my Sona in the style was CL and Elizabeth mostly. And then I looked at that super blonde-haired girl for the color of my hair. I don't remember her name, if she's in the like regular series. If she's from the newest season, then I don't know her name to begin with, because I actually haven't seen that. And it's been a really long time since I saw the original series back in the day, but I was obsessed and I had the fattest crush on Sebastian and CL. Not anymore, obviously, because I'm an adult, but like back then I was like 11, 12, and I thought CL was super cute. Anyways, I put myself in a blue dress with like some details that I just thought matched what the vibe had, like Black Butler's vibe, and my primary colors are blue and gold here. Thought it looked nice. Honestly, even though I was procrastinating for so long and I was doubting myself and I was like, this is not gonna look good, I think I nailed it kind of a lot. Again, I'm really trying my best to not beat myself, you know, when it comes to art. I very often look at it and say, this is not very good. But these art style challenges, I'm nailing them. The next art style I tackled was Kuroko's basketball, which is actually my very favorite sports anime of all time. It's better than Haikyuu. and I stand by that. I don't really talk about Kuroko's basketball all that much anymore. I talked about it a lot with people around me when I first watched it, but I haven't for a while. I don't really know why. I guess it's because it's been a while and I don't really surround myself in the fandom. You know, when I was making this video, I was like, what other animes do I really like? Oh my god, Kuroko's basketball. Shit, I gotta draw myself in that style. So I did, and it was kind of difficult because I don't know, I didn't think it looked good in the art style. It's a little bit different from all of the other ones. Slightly old, but like leaning to more like realistic proportions in the face. I guess that doesn't really make too much sense, but like compared to the next style after this one, you'll see exactly what I mean. So I decided to put myself in one of their team hoodies because, you know, I'm part of the team. Why wouldn't I be? You know, of course I am. And also, I just want to say, if y'all hate Kisei, I think that's his name, get the fuck out my page. I'm joking. But like, there's so many people who don't like that guy, and like, I love that guy. He's not my favorite though. My favorite is Aomine. I had such a fat ass crush on him, bro. Oh my gosh, he is the coolest. He's still my favorite, and I really fucking want his Nendroid. Anyway, the drawing. Kind of procrastinated on this one too, because I didn't like how it was looking. Does it look like the style? I mean, I guess. It's as good as it's gonna get, but just like the Soul Eater one, I didn't post this on my Instagram, so nobody's seen this, except for me. Because, you know, I mean, it looks alright, but it's not, I didn't think it was Instagram worthy, but I'll let you be the judge of that, so please let me know if it looks good, because I don't know, I think it looks fine. I was gonna use those two gray-haired characters to color my hair, but then I was like, no, it's too gray. My character doesn't have gray hair, so I was like, I'll just make the color up on the spot, and we'll go from there. I also have this picture of Kuroko next to me because I needed it for his eyes, also to see how they render hair. So, you know, he's just kind of chilling there. He's so cute. Guys, go watch Kuroko's basketball. It's really cute. I've watched the movie so many times. It's one of my favorite anime movies, for sure. Anyways, here's the style. Next art style is Neon Genesis Evangelion. And guys, you know I had to do this art style. When I first did the sketch, I completely forgot that I was drawing my Sona. I was like, oh my gosh, let me just draw Asuka. So I drew both of the eyes, even though technically my character has one eye covered. And when I did it, I was so proud of it, so I didn't want to cover it. So I changed my hair here on purpose. So it's still my Sona, but she has, you know, slightly different hairstyle. So you can see both of the eyes because I really liked them. Anyways, I remember when I was drawing this, I was sitting in the car and my grandpa was next to me. And I guess he glanced over at my art a little here and there, which made me like embarrassed because I was like, bro, don't look at my art. I was one of those kids who would hide my art behind my arm, you know, when I was sitting and sketching in the classroom. But anyway, I had to stop eventually because the ride was too bumpy and I was like, dude, I cannot. But I really love this art style. I really like unique and old art styles in general. And I also really like the way they render. Fun fact, Rei was my favorite character before and I hated Asuka when I first watched the anime. But now I don't hate Rei, so it's not completely the other way around. But I do like Asuka more than Rei now. Like, I love that girl. And I did a cosplay of her on my last convention. It was so fun, guys. I got so many compliments and people wanted pictures of me. Anyways, back to the drawing. Rendering the face, so fun. It was really simple, actually, but I thought it was gonna be harder, but it was actually more simple than I thought it would be. Same with the hair, honestly. The shadows and stuff, I guess, was a little bit difficult, but then when it came to the light, most of the light is just completely white anyway, so I just had to, like, put that on there and call it a day, and honestly, it works. It looks really good, actually, so I'm really proud of myself. Same with the plug suit, and I chose the number 7. Guys, I have no reason for this. I just thought I cannot have the same number as any of the canon characters, so I just went with 7 just because. I was like, nobody has 7. And my plug suit is yellow because yellow is my favorite color. And then I made some like orange and dark blue accents on it, you know, for some pops of color, because the other ones have it too. And rendering the plug suit was so fun. Like, actually, especially the lighting, like all of that white and stuff. I love rendering and shading clothes so much. guys, I just want to thank you all so much for watching my video and supporting me. I know my videos have been kind of boring lately and I haven't been posting as much as I'd like. A lot of stuff has come in the way, unfortunately. I'm gonna try to be better, but I honestly don't really have any video ideas currently. So if you have something you'd like me to do, like something you'd like to see, please let me know, because I will definitely try and do that. But in the meantime, please hop onto my other channel and watch my newest video, which is gonna be like all the shit that I bought from the convention that I went to. I don't know if I'll post this one before that one or not, but keep an eye out, just in case you want to watch that stuff. Alright, thank you again so much for the support, and go drink some water, because this video is kind of long. Stay safe, everyone. Goodbye.